Hello everyone and welcome back to the next episode of Pat Plays Pokemon Emerald. So where we left off, we just caught that Nincada, so now we're just going to head back over here. There's like a whole bunch of trainers to take care of, and then we also have the gym battle, and I'd like to get all that done this episode. So we're going to be moving a little bit quick today. Hopefully you guys appreciate the new update to the UI down on the bottom. If you haven't noticed it yet, direct your eyes down there. You can see a full live update of my team as I play the game, so you guys can see, you know, what I have, if I have anything that's fainted or anything like that as well. So down here there's actually a guy that we skipped along with a couple berries, so I'm going to grab the berries first. So this is just useful for later in the game when status moves become more apparent, especially in a Nuzlocke. I don't really want my guys going to sleep or having PP issues or burn or whatever, you know, is going to happen. So, but I think we're going to have a really good episode today. I've got my two cats, Reggie and Jax, here. They're both asleep in their bed, which is right next to my computer monitor. So they are just raring to go right now. So we're just going to fight this guy. He has only a Magikarp, I believe. Or he only has Magikarp, rather. I think it's 5, 10, 15. I think this is that guy, but we will find out. So I'm just going to Poison Sting him. I want Rope to get the XP because I want Rope to evolve. Rope is going to be super useful during the second gym because he will be quad resistant to everything that they have there and also have a super effective move. So him and Wingull are probably going to carry me through there, but I don't really want to rely just on Wingull because I could lose it during the first gym fight. So we're just going to try to not have that happen. But yeah, thanks guys for all the feedback I've been getting. It's been wonderful. If you have any suggestions for the series going forward, any other UI stuff that you want to see, just let me know on that. I will do my best to implement it. I'm not great with Photoshop. I don't even have Photoshop. I just use Paint. So hopefully what we have down there is sufficient. But yeah, so we're just going to take care of this. Got another Magikarp coming in. Was expecting that. Not a problem. Okay, never mind. He's just 5, 6, 7. Alright. I know that there's one of them somewhere in the early game that has 5, 10, 15. I could be wrong, though, and I could be thinking of a different game. But I'm pretty sure that that is a thing. So, just easily take this guy out. Not a problem. Because he can't do anything to me. And I don't really want to switch him out because I want all the XP to go to Rope. Otherwise, I would switch him out for my Trico. There you go, we got the poisons. This is going to speed things up a little bit. The sooner the poison, the better, of course. But, yeah, Magikarp surprisingly has a high defense for what you would think. It's high defense, high speed, no moves for the most part, other than Splash, Tackle, Bounce, and Flail. Bounce is only available, though, in 4th generation, so it just has those 3 moves. So interestingly enough, you cannot do a full playthrough of just Magikarp because, in Generation 1 rather, I should say, because you cannot get past Lavender Tower. And I'm not talking about, you know, the Marowak or anything like that, but there's like an actual channeler that you have to fight that has a Ghastly. You can't kill the Ghastly. So, even with struggle, it doesn't work. So, interesting fact. Alright, I'm going to switch out for this. Got a level 9. A little impatient, but you know, it is what it is. So we're just gonna take him out. Not a problem. But yeah, I was reading something that was saying that we're like the only reason that people like summer, or that it's like a lot of people's favorite holidays or something, is because in school that's when we have our break. So it's when we're allowed to like go have fun for the most part. The only real time out of the year besides like winter break or whatever, you know. And I think I would disagree with that, just because I think that people enjoy summer because they get more sunlight for the most part. This correlates with like self-harm and depression and all of that kind of stuff. Rates it seems to go up. Oh crap. Well, I should probably buy some Pokeballs in here actually. It seems to go up the higher latitude you are, so the less sunlight you get, the more likely you are to be depressed. And I think that has to do with lack of vitamin E in your diet, or maybe it's vitamin D, one of the two. But regardless, just whatever vitamin it is that you get from the sun, like you don't have that, so you get more upset. So I think that when you're, it's summertime, you get a lot of sunlight, you're going to be more excited and have a better time. Now, I did not put in a drop-down ribbon for this route right here, simply because I can't access any of the Pokemon right now anyway, so there's no point in really looking at it. By the time that I get there, the Pokemon would change, because if you guys haven't noticed, in each of the routes I don't actually list all of the available Pokemon. I just list all of the available Pokemon in the grass that I can run into. But once I get the old rod in like a few episodes, that's going to change. You'll start seeing Magikarp and Tentacruel basically pop up everywhere. So yeah, I just wanted to address that, because I know that might be a little confusion there. So yeah, so this is my first encounter with a fighting type. It does basically no damage to Rope because it's Poison Bug, so it's quad resistant to Machop. However, again, Rope doesn't really have a good attacking move, so I'm just kind of hoping for Poison. I would like to get all the XP on Rope, but we'll see what happens. Also, I don't have Wing Attack yet on Wingull either, so that's kind of frustrating. I don't really have anything that deals well with this outside of just whacking it really hard, which, that is the early game. Moves that don't do damage aren't used by noob players. So, that is what it is. I would definitely recommend using defense lowering or attack raising moves in the early game. It helps out a lot more than you think it would. It really will make your chances of success a lot higher. But yeah, no, I think that the amount of sunlight you get correlates fairly strongly with your mental state. So if you're not feeling well, you're ever depressed, I would definitely say go outside, enjoy some sunlight. So we're going to be taking a little bit of damage here. Probably one or two more low kicks. I might get him in this attack right here from the poison. Let's see. No. Alright, I'm not going to take a chance here, so I'm just going to use Potion. I don't want to lose Rope this early, especially when I'm going to need it soon. So we're just going to do that. So it's going to die from poison anyway, so, and I'm glad that I used the potion there, because otherwise Rope would have died. Just look at them, like, perfectly would have been enough damage to take him out. So we don't want that to happen. Alright, so we just took out that guy. I'm gonna give him a berry. Where are they? There they are. The Nincada I don't really want right now. Like, there's not a whole lot that it's useful for. Like I said, it gives me two Pokemon, because it's going to give me Ninjask and Shedinja. And Shedinja is actually not that bad. If you know what you're doing with Shedinja, you can actually just use it to like set up stuff. You can use it to heal your Pokemon, all kinds of stuff. Also it uses status moves. You can use Toxic on it. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm pretty sure it knows Toxic at least. But regardless, there's a whole lot of stuff that you can use Shedinja for in a run like this that is actually fairly useful. So I'm just going to switch out. I'm going to send out an emo here. I don't really want to be mucking about with Rope. Rope is almost level 10. Once Rope hits level 10, this is going to go so much easier. And once Wingull, I think it's level 13. I gotta hope that it's level 13 that it learns Wing Attack, because it needs Wing Attack. There's so much crap early game that if I had a Wing Attack Pokemon, or if I'd gotten, Tailo, I'd be doing so much better, because I can just peck everything to death. Like I think I was saying this in an earlier episode. I was at one of the first runs I ever did in this game when I was like 10, is I actually ended up with a Swellow level 65 because it just one-shot everything. And I was like, I don't need any other Pokemon because my Swellow just takes care of crap. So, but yeah. Come on, Nemo, let's go. It always looks like he's sticking out his tongue there. I think he is. I think that's the point, but it just does look kind of strange. I do miss the charm of the overworld sprites that you have in these games. It's just really, really pleasant to look at. Alright, just checking the stats on this. Let's see. Hardy. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, Dave is not going to get a whole lot of action. I'm just going to be honest up front about it. You know, there's not going to be a whole lot there. All right, so another Nincada. Got it. Easy fodder for Wingull, which is fine. I mean, like, I'm not going to complain that I run into these Pokemon that I can one-shot with Nemo, because I need to get Nemo to at least, I want to say level 14, and I want to evolve Trico before I'd be comfortable taking on the gym, to be honest. It's just, there's a lot, you know, there's a lot that could go wrong very quickly. And if I lose those two Pokemon, and Nemo's weak, again, it's flying type. But if I lose those two Pokemon to Roxanne, then we're going to be in a lot of trouble. We're going to be a world of hurt. Because the rest of our guys just, I mean, they're going to get bodied. I mean, there's nothing Poochyena can do, and Rope is going to get one shot. And there's nothing Nincada can do for that matter either. So, see how much Poison Sting does. It's not going to do a whole lot. I already know that, but I was hoping for a little bit more than that. That's fine though. I'm just gonna switch out Rope. Switch train Rope a little bit here. Let's get Hylian out here. So, Hylian will be making quick work of this Poochyena. Just getting for a cheeky pound. See how much that does. Decent amount. So, we'll just absorb, get all that HP back, not a problem. Easy. So that was actually not enough, which is a little bit frustrating, because I do want to get Rope Evolved before I go fight that other trainer. Alright, perfect. Grab poisoned. So, I'm actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to send out Mona, because Mona needs XP. Mona needs to get to the next level. I need her to be at least level 10. I mean, she's not going to be useful really at all, and is kind of just a placeholder right now. But I would like her to at least absorb a couple hits when I'm fighting something. And I'm kind of worried that she might actually get one shot right here. Because he keeps on raising his attack right there. That's not too good. That's not too good. I'm going to be upfront about that. So we'll see how much this does. That's a lot. That is a big chunk of HP right there. But should be able to go down here. Howled. Okay, so I only took one hit. That's fine. Alright, there we go. Finally. That's what I've been waiting for. So, this is our second evolution. Happens to be the same Pokemon. I do like these early evolutions because it allows you to use them as like a kind of power spike, and you can, you know, shift them out later in the game. But awesome. Alright, I got Beautifly. Like I said, I would rather have a Dustox, but I will definitely take Beautifly. Yes. Delete a move to learn Absorb. Yes. I will be deleting... I'll be deleting Harden. I don't need that. I don't want Rope taking any physical hits anyway. So, this is preferable. And I can use String Shot to like kind of lower some speeds or something like that. Not going to be doing a whole lot with it anyway. But we're gonna switch out for Hylian here. Rope will also actually learn Gust soon, but I don't want to wait that long, to be honest. So we got a couple trainers up here. So we got Shroomish coming up, and again, this is why I want to have Wing Attack or something like along those lines. It sucks that my best move is Poison Sting from Rope. That's it. That's all I got. You know, in the sense of like actually doing a significant amount of damage. So the nice thing is that Rope resists this quad resist. So Shroomish ain't gonna do nothing to him. But not like I can really take him out too quickly here. Decent enough chunk of damage there. I'll take it. We'll just keep doing this. You know, this is going to be a little bit more of a boring segment here because I'm using really weak moves with really weak Pokemon against Pokemon that are halfway decent. So, but you know, it's what we signed up for with this with this series. If you expected me to have anything other than a team of Wurmples and Poochyena, then you know, I don't know what you were thinking. So just take them out here. Not a problem. Not a problem. I do very much enjoy my two cats a whole lot. We actually, so me and my wife spent a lot of time yesterday like grooming them basically. Like we were brushing them and then we gave them bathies and all kinds of stuff. And so our big cat is a Maine Coon, Reggie. He is like super fluffy. We call him the baked potato, and then we call the little one Jax, who's just a baby, the tater tot. And it's pretty adorable, I have to say. But I was brushing the big one, and I took out so much hair. It was kind of impressive how much hair or fluff, I guess. I don't know. Like, I think it's fur. I think that's what you call it. How much fur he lost, and he just was so happy about it. And I think that's just because it was his winter coat, and he really needed to lose it. But you know, his stuff is so thick that it's kind of hard for him to like pull it out himself. So I'm sure he appreciated us pulling it out. But now his coat's like super silky smooth, and it's actually rather thin too, which I mean is I think what it should be, considering that it is summer right now. So let me know in the comments if I'm wrong on that, but he seemed to really enjoy the brushings, especially on his belly. Just got to remove a lot of fluff off of his belly. So yeah, so this is a double battle. This is actually something I really like that they introduced in Emerald, was that you can have double battle like encounters with different trainers, and it wasn't just this, you know, like a tag team that you could see from far away. Like I thought it made it more interesting. And they put this everywhere, which I thought was great. So I got quick attack now, which is nice. And it doesn't do that much damage, but it's useful if I want priority on anything. And priority can be fairly beneficial, I think. Alright. Okay. I'm just gonna take him out. Not a problem. Got one more coming in here. Should be not a problem as well. I mean, it's just a Lotad. It just knows Astonish, I'm pretty sure, at this level. It is very interesting what they selected for the level up move sets for these Pokemon, because you got Lotad. All it knows is Astonish for the most part. And then you have C-Dot that knows Bide and like Harden. And I think Growth too. But the Growth doesn't do anything because there's no special attacking moves. So I'm just sitting here like, why do they know these moves? They're useless. Like, it makes Lotad a worse Pokemon knowing Astonish instead of something like Pound. You know, because it can't fight normal types. So if you run a normal type with a Lotad, you're screwed. You can't fight it until you learn like Water Gun or something. So, and you had these situations where I just will wipe the floor with it. Ludicolo is super good, don't get me wrong, and Shiftry is not too bad either. I would personally prefer Cacturne over Shiftry if you're asking me for a Dark Grass. But I do enjoy Shiftry. And like I said, Ludicolo is really good. It has great typing of water and grass. Like the water really fixes a lot of grass's issues. And grass kind of covers a little bit of water's issues as well. Makes it so it's not weak to grass or electric, which is nice. But again, it's really hard to get it to that point because Lombre and Lotad suck. So anyway, we're just gonna take out this guy here. Pretty easy. This is why I like Winkle. It's got so much utility early game. And it keeps that mostly going into the late game. I mean, Water Flying is pretty good. It's just Gyarados is typing. So, Alright, we're just going to take out this last little Geodude guy, and then I think we're going to head back to the gym, or I might actually fight May here. So unbeknownst to a lot of people, there's actually a May trainer battle that's optional that you can choose to fight. I don't know if she, I actually don't know if she spawns before or after you get the badge. But I think she's there. So we're gonna come over here, we're gonna grab this item, and then we're gonna head out to go fight May. I don't really see a reason to go in the Rust Turf Tunnel right now, other than if I wanted to catch a Whismur like right away. And I don't really want to do that right now. So we're just gonna head out this way. I'll come back, because I have to go in there anyway, so I might as well just catch my Whismur when I go in there, because I know that there's no hype or anything for that catch, because we all know it's a Whismur. You know, there's a 100% chance it's a Whismur, because there's a 100% chance to encounter a Whismur. There's no other Pokemon you can encounter in there. Which I thought was interesting, because that's the only like cave that I know of in this region that does that. Besides, I mean, Shoal Cave doesn't do that either, but or Shoal Cave has different encounter rates because you get like Spheal and crap instead of Geodude. But most of the time, you just run into Geodudes and Zubats. Like in most of the other generations, I guess I'm trying to say. But in this one, so you have Whismur in that one, and that's it. And then you have Aron and like Makuhita. Which are great, like running into a fighting type Pokemon that's halfway decent early, and also an amazing Steel type is awesome in the early game. But it is interesting how they kind of do that. Yeah, so May will be like right over here. So I guess she might appear after I beat the gym. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch out for Hylian and try to train her up rather here. Yeah, I forgot to mention as well that I actually got super lucky with my starter, because it's a 12.5% chance to get a female starter. So, hopefully my audio is a little bit better on this one. I have a different mic on, and hopefully you cannot hear the key clicks, because I was noticing that while I was editing as well. So, this gym's going to be a breeze. I mean, everything in here is quad weak. But I do want to wait to fight Roxanne, because her nose pass is actually pretty formidable, and I don't really want to fight it unless I know that I can absolutely destroy it. So, if I remember correctly, there's 3 trainers in here. One of them's a double battle. So, and I want all the XP on Trico, so I'm gonna just fight these guys individually. I do like the double battle mechanic, and I think it's more enjoyable to do a double battle, and it seems to go by quicker. But I do want all the XP to go to Trico. So, because he's gonna, or she rather, is gonna be kind of my ticket to defeating this gym. So yeah, nothing really going on other than just absolutely demolishing. Like, this is not gonna, I knew that this was not gonna be a problem. These Geodudes are gonna just fall like wheat beneath the scythe. Which is the benefit of picking a Pokemon that has quad super effectiveness. Because they're ground, rock, grass, water, just absolutely gonna demolish. And actually in this generation, Torchic isn't half bad because it learns a fighting move at level 16. That's actually really good too. So young Shitami's just absolutely demolished. He's gonna go home. He's gonna cry to his mom. He's gonna tell him about how the crazy kid in a green bandana just absolutely whooped him. So, and then there's this guy, and then I was always hoping that this guy would have an Onyx, because he's like, my rock Pokemon need a room to rampage, and then he sends out like 2 Geodudes. I'm just like, dude, they're going to the hospital. Oh crap, misclicked. Now they're actually going to get in for some damage, you know, but I'm going to heal it right away with Absorb. So, adds on a couple extra seconds for you guys to enjoy the glory of this Geodude before he passes, and now he's gone. Alright, Mark's going to send out Geodude, and like I said, I want to get Hylian to at least level 16, and Winkle to level 14, so I got 2 more levels for Hylian after this battle, and then I've got 1 more for Winkle. I think. Winkle should... No, 2 more for Winkle, because Winkle's like 12, I believe, right? I can't remember. And I looked at it like 2 seconds ago. Alright. Let's see, where are we at? Yeah, at level 12. Okay. So 12, 14, 12. Not a problem. So, gotta switch train these guys up a little bit. I think Wingle's gonna be easier to start. Crap. Okay, there you go. Wingle's gonna be easier to start just simply because it can one-shot a lot of the stuff that's over here because it's so super weak to it. So we'll see how this goes. I'll do this for a few minutes and then we'll probably end the video here pretty soon. I'm sure you guys don't want to watch this for a couple, for too long. It does not make for good content, I can tell you that much. But I do want to make sure you guys are seeing everything that I'm doing, so you know that like I'm not doing any shady shenanigans off stream to give me a better chance of succeeding. So yeah, that's a Whismer. That is a lot deeper pink than I remember them being. I remember them being really pale. So that is interesting. I know that's not a shiny, so don't think it's a shiny. Shinies, I believe, have green tips, don't they? I could be wrong on that. Whisper does have a very interesting design. It's supposed to be the Whisper Pokemon or something like that, but it's like loud as heck. It's a big pink blob thing. There's an Incana. Easy one shot, easy XP, decent amount as well, which is always nice. Just water gun it, take it out, put it out of its misery. It does remind me, like, apparently there is like, this is the 1 out of every 17 years that cicadas just absolutely swarm people. And like the New York Times and like the New York elites or whatever were writing that we need to go out and eat the bugs, and I was just like, no, I will not eat bugs. I have no problem with lobsters, but they're not bugs. You know, they're like, oh well, you know, lobsters and shrimp are bugs of the sea. No, they're not. They are shellfish. That's the completely different thing. Bugs are tiny and they're goopy and not fun. Shrimp are delicious, and so are lobsters. Lobsters actually used to be considered a poor man's meal, but they're absolutely delicious, and I definitely feel rich when I eat them because they're so tasty. They're so juicy. Like, I love surf and turf. I love lobsters and steaks. That is awesome. That is a prime meal for me. I was talking to my wife the other day, and I was like, there's 4 foods that I have a hard time figuring out which one is my favorite. And of those 4 foods are steak, bacon, mozzarella sticks, and calamari. When I was in Ireland, I had the best fried calamari I've ever had. I went to a little fish and chip store. It was on the Dingle Coast. And I didn't realize that they had calamari until the second day I was there, because I just ordered the fish and chips because I was like, I don't know what's going on. Just give me that thing. And the interesting thing is with the fish and chip store, like they catch it themselves, right? And they have all different types of fish that you can choose from. So they have cod, you know, they have red snapper, they have all kinds of stuff. They have swordfish. It's crazy. Like they just, you know, did the same thing, just fish and then French fries, right? So anyway, sorry about that. I got a phone call. As I was saying though, but they also had fried calamari, so I went and got the fried calamari. It was awesome. I absolutely loved it. They gave it to me in like a little Chinese take-home box, and just devoured it. It was huge too. You know, like when I say little, I'm not talking like tiny little dinky one. I'm talking like a regular size like Chinese take-home box that you get from, you know, Panda or whatever, or Great Wall or wherever. Oh, there you go. There's Wing Attack finally. So, but yeah. It was pretty awesome. I would definitely recommend if you're ever in the area of the Dingle Coast, go look for fish and chips and try to find the fried calamari. I don't remember what it's called. It's like Dingle Fish and Chips or something. I don't know. It's some little tiny place, but it definitely is worth your time. I would definitely recommend it. And then when I was in Spain, I actually I didn't realize this, but all of the countries I visited are all maritime countries. So Spain, Ireland, Korea, Japan, all those countries, maritime countries. And in Spain, and wherever I went, if I was in Barcelona or Madrid or Seville or wherever, you know, they always had gelato and, well, what else did they have? They have gelato and fried calamari on like every street corner. It was awesome. It was so much fun because you'd go to, you like, I want some ice cream. You go get some ice cream, and they're like, you know what? I want some fried calamari now. And like I said, calamari is like one of my top favorite foods of all time. So I was just in paradise there. It was great. But yeah, I think on that note, and with me killing this Puchian, I think we're going to end up the episode here. So we've gone on a little bit longer. We took on some trainers, got some evolutions, got some levels. I think next time we'll do a little bit more training, and then we'll be ready to go take on Roxanne. So if you like what you see, like and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for us, just leave them down below. If you want your name to appear as one of the Pokemon, also comment that specifically as well. We'd love to hear anything from you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your week and take it easy.